Today my name is Claudelle von Eck. I'm the CEO of the Institute of Internal Auditors in South Africa. The institute that is really making some serious headway in terms of the professionalization of internal audit. We have, for the last number of years, really been proactively working on our learnerships. That's the internal audit technician and the general internal auditor, and the board has now made a decision to make entry requirement into the CIA compulsory, as you must have gone through the IIT and the GIA or having been assessed as competent against those two qualifications. So before you write the CIA, make sure that you have been assessed or you have gone through the program. I have with me today Shirley Machaba, who is a partner at PwC, and PwC is one of the first firms, and I'm specifically talking about the big firms, who has adopted the IIA's learnerships. Shirley, PwC has just recently launched the IIT at PwC. Can you tell me why you decided to embark on this journey?
Thank you, Claudelle, for that question. It's a very important question. I must indicate that the reason why we as PwC embarked on the journey of having internal audit learnership, we felt there's a need out there in the market. You know, we need to be seen to be contributing to the economy. We have done this in the past and we did it excellently well, in the sense that you know that our main business is to train trainee accountants. We have the right infrastructure to really roll out the internal audit learnership, making sure that we capacitate our internal auditors out there, making sure that we end up professionalizing the whole profession. We want to produce internal auditors in big numbers, the same way we're doing with trainee accountants. Fantastic.
Now obviously you've looked at the learnership program, you've looked at the content, and if a firm like PwC adopts it, surely you feel that the content is what it needs to be and that the standard is at the right level.
Exactly. PwC is a professional services firm. It's a global firm, just to add. So there's no way that we can just adopt, you know, the learnership or material for training our people if we don't feel that it's up to standard. We went through the process. Part of the planning for the internal audit learnership, we engaged the relevant stakeholders within PwC, so as I indicated that, you know, we want to adopt the same approach as the trainee accountants. Part of the stakeholders who were involved in this process, you know, assessing what you have in place, were the people who are, you know, proactively running the trainee accountants program. They're very comfortable with the program, and that's why we felt there's no time for us to waste. We have to adopt it.
What I really want you to talk about, to tell the listeners out there, is the element of capacitating the public sector, because I think that is what excites me the most, because I think that we really have a great need in that area. Can you talk a little bit about that aspect?
That's another very important question which I have to comment on. Yes, the main reason why we came about, you know, adopting this learnership, it was not necessarily looking at the private sector internal auditors. We were looking at the scarcity within the public sector, because we feel that there's still a lot of work to be done in the public sector. We have a lot of internal auditors within various departments, local government, etc. But we don't have enough, you know, competent internal auditors with practical experience who can really stand out there when they're busy engaging with their stakeholders. So it's very important for us as a credible firm to be involved in this, making sure that, you know, the internal auditors out there in the public sector have the right skills, practical experiences, because we're going to make sure that, as I said, this program is going to be the same as the trainee accountant program, where you expose a particular learner to different, you know, organizations, different industries with different experiences. Yeah.
Right, fantastic. Well, the Institute in South Africa embarked on creating the learnership specifically because we had identified the need to ensure that we develop professional internal auditors in South Africa. It is a very important element of the career path of the internal auditor, and as I had said earlier on, From the 1st of January 2014, the learnerships will become the compulsory entry route into the CIA, the Certified Internal Audit Qualification, which is a very important but also the premier qualification in South Africa. And globally, it is an international qualification. Thank you very much, Shirley, for your time. And we wish PwC all of the best for the program, and certainly what I'm looking forward to is to see us capacitating our country with real professional, qualified, competent internal auditors, because internal audit is really very important to the health and wealth of our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Claudelle von Eck. We are very excited as PwC to embark on this journey, and we believe that it's going to be a success.